Nick Mesner here with Andy Morrison after the Nomads 2-1 defeat away at Newtown. Andy, all things considered, they are a good performance despite the loss, unfortunately.
Yeah, listen, I'll take a poor performance any day, but I pride myself on clean sheets. And I spoke about Thursday in training about what the dangers they'd have from set plays, and it's a first phase of set play, and then it's a second phase for the second goal. So I warned the lads. I warned what would happen. We've got a goal, and with the ball, it's probably as good as we've been this season. The crosses we put in the box, the overlapping, just the general play, I thought at times was excellent from us, and I'm really disappointed. Not in the performance, but there's just the little things, a few bits of the preparation wasn't right, and I think at this level, if it's not bang on 100%, you will get found out. So we've got to go again.
We found out how clinical TNS were on the weekend, midweek, and it was almost similar today. You didn't really have a lot of chances for Newtown, but 2 shots, 2 goals almost.
Yeah, the first goal doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I mean, you'll see it on the highlights. I mean, it's a catastrophic error, and you've actually handed the opposition a 1-0 lead at home. Because these games are very tight normally. 20 minutes in, you might start to see a pattern, but they're always very, very tight. And the first goal is just comical. What's happened, and the second goal he's a bit more lively. He's followed the ball into the box. Could I be picky and say that we've got a blatant, obvious corner at the other end? Which it was, and it's an obvious mistake that they've missed it out, but no, it doesn't make excuse my defenders for not defending 2 balls. But yeah, disappointing, but there's some really, really good stuff that the lads are playing, and on another day we would have won the game, but fair play to Newtown and the lads. There's a desperation for points with them, and you could sense that, but we've got to make sure that when we come to teams like this who are fighting for their lives, that we start the game as we have done all season, and we're not on the back foot like we were for the first 15 minutes.
The challenge continues now midweek against TNS again, the replay of the semi-final.
Yeah, it's we've got a group, and and there's some lads in there that have played 3 in a week now, and I thought that was reflective in the first 20 minutes to find their legs to get going again. They did look tired and they looked leggy to the first 15, and then the jolt of the second goal kind of woke them up. But yeah, we'll go again on Tuesday, and we'll give a good account of ourselves. And the lads who haven't been involved, everyone will start, and we'll make sure we cause TNS problems.
Under the radar a little bit today, travelled with the squad new signing Declan Poole. What can you tell us about Declan?
Yeah, Declan's been out of the game for a while, and we're going to give him a platform to show what he can do, show that he's a decent player, and and he's got great energy, he's got great legs, and I think he'll suit a lot of the pitches now with the 3G, because he's technically very gifted, and and he's got a fantastic engine, so it just gives me another dimension to how we can play, and and he'll be involved again on Tuesday, and then obviously we've got a big game away at Rill, so we've got to make sure we're ready for Rill away, and when we'll dust ourselves down and go again.